Hello, welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. I'm Roadkill, and today we are flying in Spain, taking off from here, the Rock of Gibraltar, and flying up the coastline. And I forgot where we're landing, but I'll put it in the description of the video down below. But we're going to be flying the Caribou here on an adventure sightseeing flight, just taking in the sights and flying around and having some fun here in Spain. So buckle up and get ready to fly. But before we do, hit that like and subscribe button, also the notification bell to keep you up to date on all my latest videos. Leave a comment down below on some good places to fly in Europe. I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. With that all out of the way, let's get to flying. Okay, we're going to try a cold and dark start here today. I tried it the other day and I couldn't figure out how to do it, but we're going to give her a shot here. Actually, we want this to go up. Now, before when I was flying this, I didn't turn these two switches on, and it's a DC-AC inverter, I think is what you call it, and it changes electrical current from AC or from DC to AC or vice versa. I don't know which way. I'm not an electrician. But if you don't flip those switches, come on, the electric will crash out on the airplane. So 5 minutes into the flight, my electrical quit, and I'm like, why did that happen? My mags aren't spinning here. What is going on here? So be sure to hit those electrical switches on before you start it up. There we go. One thing I've found here is it can be quite glitchy in VR trying to hit these switches because it doesn't read correctly for the most part. So you gotta be, it's kind of finicky. So we get the mixture up and the lights on and all that good jazz before we get started here, and I'm using that third-party GPS as you can see there. Just so I can navigate better than what's equipped in this plane. I think everything's good there, so we will try to get this thing started. We have fuel on, props up, the trim. I'm not sure, where's that trim wheel? Oh, it's in the center of the plane here. So we'll get that centered there before we start up. Oh, we need fuel pumps or fuel boosters on for each engine, left and right. And as always, I start cold and dark, and if you don't want to watch me flip these switches, you can jump ahead. I'll leave links or timestamps in the timeline below, so you can skip ahead to where you want to be in the video. Let's see if I did that right. Alright, we have power to the left. Get the primer switched over here. And power to the right. So we are good to go. Now, let's get this all situated here. Need to update this. It keeps telling me to do so, and I haven't yet, but maybe one day here soon. I can't tell this person to move, so I'm just going to run him over. Sorry, guy. We're going to taxi on down. I guess we'll taxi over here and take off from this way, being We want to head that way anyways. Am I heading the right way? I am. Okay. Just taxi on down to the end of the runway here and take a flight out of Gibraltar. I might actually fly around it because I have not flown around here much. We're going to check it out though. We're going to check it out. It's a pretty cool landmark. Alright, let's get lined up here on the runway and we will be good to roll. Alright, let's get our RPMs up. I'm going to go to a 20 notch on flaps. And here we go. It's kind of a slow go there for some reason. It's kind of a cool airport. I like it. Really? You're gonna run in front of an airplane taking off. Alright, we have sports fields here. That's cool. Looks like some... not nosedive into the runway there. Looks like some boats and stuff down there. That's cool. Alright, we are up in the air and we're just going to check this out real quick while we're here in the vicinity. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm going to level it off here. Hit our lights off. Alright. Just going to take a spin around the rock and then head back to our heading. I just wanted to take a nice gander of what we have here, as I've never really flown in this area before. Pretty cool. Alright, let's take another zip around this way. Now I'm thinking Call of Duty when I'm looking at that flat top there. I'm wondering if that's where the Gibraltar map was located. I don't know much history on Gibraltar, but it looks like a cool place to visit. It'd be fun to hike up to the top of the hill there. Or climb. I don't know if there's trails or not. It looks like there is. Or maybe not. I don't know what those are. I definitely climb to the top of this thing and check it out. Look at that view. Look at that view. Alright, now we're going to head back on track and head up the coastline here to our destination. Looks like we're at a balmy 15 degrees Celsius. I'm going to skim this watercraft down here and see what the heck it is. Because why not? Scare the hell out of the captain of the boat. Why not? We'll have some fun. Looks like a fishing vessel. Now our plan is just to scare them, not crash into them. That's pretty cool. It'd be cool if there were people walking on that thing and fishing. We're continuing our flight here just off the coastline of Spain and heading north towards our location, or our destination I should say, and just checking out the sights from a distance and just kind of relaxing as I fly over the ocean. It's kind of a neat experience. I'm not usually this long over the ocean, so I am fighting a little bit of wind that's pushing me in towards the shore, so I'm a little off the heading, but that's okay. I can see more stuff when I'm closer to the shore, but it's definitely a pretty flight. But we're just cruising along here at a nice 115 knots. Definitely fighting some wind, and I guess I could throttle it up a bit to get more airspeed. See if I can get there a little faster. Well, we're getting closer to the shoreline here, so should be seeing some more terrain and buildings. It looks like there's a big city over to my left. It's pretty densely populated. We'll see what happens once we get a little closer into what we're going to fly over. We're about 25 nautical miles away from our destination. And once again, I forgot what the city or area I chose to land at was called, so I apologize for that. It'll be a mystery. It looks like there's a nice lake over there. Nice mountainous area. I'd imagine it's very, very beautiful in real life. I'm noticing like a building down there on the shoreline. I'm kind of wanting to zip down there to check it out. In fact, I might just do that. Although, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Why not? We're gonna go down here and check out what this building is. Nose down a bit. And then we'll turn back onto course. But I want to see, kind of want to do a little sightseeing here. Check out this town down below. I don't know if it's a lighthouse or what, but it looks like some sort of tower, so we're going to take a look at that because it caught my eye. Just kind of keeping an eye on my airspeed so I don't rip our wings off as we descend. I'm going to throw some flaps down just to be safe. Yeah, it looks like a cool little city down here. I almost wonder if it's an old castle or something. Look at that. Pretty cool. I'm almost wondering, that looks like a castle. Or maybe one skyscraper? I don't know. It's an apartment building. That's what it is. Oh, it's probably a hotel. I bet you it's a resort. Alright, that's what it is. Looks like a golf course down there. Alright, well, it wasn't as cool as I was hoping. But we're doing some sightseeing along the way here and checking out the terrain. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Uh-oh, don't freeze. My internet doesn't like big cities. It can barely handle small cities, so I'm gonna fly over the highway here. I'm sure it takes us towards where we're going. Yeah, it does. Just kind of skim these buildings along the coastline. Fly low. Pretty cool. Looks like they got a nice pool down there in the middle of that building. Looks like a nice resort. Pools everywhere, so that must mean it is warm in Spain. Alright, I'm getting off track because I'm following the coastline rather than my heading. But look at all those pools down there. They're everywhere. Everywhere you look down there, there's a swimming pool. So this looks like my kind of place to visit. Warm weather, greenery, history. It's like a very cool place to visit. Maybe even live. I don't know about living. That's a lot of people. A lot of people. Let's fly over this neighborhood here and check her out. Getting back on track. Getting a little bit of turbulence from these hills below us. That's what I'm talking about. I want a house on one of these hills here, away from everybody. That's what I want. With a nice view, that would be awesome. Look at those. That's a huge golf course. Massive. Lots of golf courses here. I honestly think almost every house down below there has a swimming pool. That's crazy. Alright, I gotta pay attention. We need to get some altitude here. Need altitude to get over these hills. And of course we have to make it over this big boy right here to our right. So I am gonna keep on climbing. This thing is a workhorse when it comes to climbing. It travels slow, but it keeps on climbing. It's awesome. It's pretty impressive. I'm getting off track here, but I am not going to be able to make it over that peak, so I'm going for this low ridge line here. And then I'll cut to the right back towards our heading. If all things go as planned. And I don't have any engine failure or stalls. Turbulence is kind of funky up here. You can hit those downdrafts and you can go right into the side of the mountain. Alright, we made it. Cutting back into our heading. Wow, look at that. Wonder if that's all salt. Oh, whoa, 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 wind. Wind, wind, wind. Trying to blow me sideways. Almost looks like there's a mine right there. I wonder if that's salt. Alright, we're going to get over this hump here and fly towards our destination. Back in this way. This is kind of a cool flight. I'm liking it. I'm imagining our airfield is somewhere ahead of us there, not too far off. What do we got? 2.5 nautical miles, so it's coming up. Oh, is this it? This is it right here. This is our airport. Alright, we made it. I couldn't remember if I picked a grass landing or a large airport. Apparently it's a large airport, so that's what we're going to land at today. Fly over all these resorts here and cut back in. Looks like we have a runway 31 there. So I'm going to cut back around this way. And try to get back on track with the runway. It's hard to do when there's water and no landmarks to guide you. But we'll get her done. Suppose what I can do is fly out here a ways, get our mixture up before we go in. Whoops, nope, I want mixture. Get our landing lights on and not nosedive. Kind of cut back around this way and see if we can get a good line of sight on runway 31. Alright, there it is. I see it right there. Alright, wow, I got some motion sickness there. That was a turn and a half, if I do say so myself. Car flaps to 20. Cut power back a bit. Get our props going. And we'll throw our gear down. Give it a little more power, because I think if I don't, I'm going to drop too fast and stall out over these resorts or malls, whatever they are. Alright. Nice and easy approach here. Very smooth. This thing is solid when it comes to landing. You don't have to worry about much. Alright, we made it. Touchdown. Thank you for flying Roadkill Air. We didn't crash on landing this time, or nose in, or brake too fast, although I am driving like a crazy person on the taxiway, not following the rules. That's okay, I didn't radio in either because my radio's broken. So we're just going to come over here and park next to these aircraft. See what they have out here. Looks like they've got a Cessna. Is that a Cessna? That is a Cessna, and the P something. The P aircraft. I don't know what it's called. The PS5192. I don't know. Making it up here. Definitely getting some laggy issues, but that's okay. There we go. We're gonna park right here. Call it good. That might be the King Air, the Beechcraft King Air over there. I don't know. Nope, that's not the King Air. King Air's got dual engines. Alright, I'm gonna shut up now and shut the airplane down. and call it a flight. Thanks for hanging out with me here in Spain. It was a lot of fun flying the Caribou over the ocean and do some sightseeing. Hope you enjoyed the flight. I know I did. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button before we call it end of flight. Also, I'll post a card up here at the end of the video, so if you want to check out some of my other videos, you can. Have a great weekend, whatever's ahead of you. Stay safe and Godspeed.